everybody's upbringing, everybody's approach to communications and interactions are very different. And I know for me, growing up in a hearing family, at times I wish that I had people that can understand me and connect with me in understanding to the very literal term of what it means to not be able to hear something. Hey everybody, Ashley here, one of your Phone Act heroes, and today I thought I would talk a little bit about my upbringing. I was born into a hearing family. I was the first of my family to be diagnosed with a hearing loss, so it was a new experience for everyone around and came as a bit of a shock. But I would have to say that my parents have been my biggest supporters, and I'm so impressed with how they've been able to handle everything that they've had to go through with me. And you know, the rest of my family was always, you know, super accommodating and super supportive of me as well, not just my parents. And you know, I wonder a lot of times if I had grown up in a deaf family, what the dynamics would be, you know, in that. Would the way I look at things be the same? Would it be different? Or, you know, what are the benefits that I had in growing up with a hearing family? I, you know, was not brought up learning sign language. My parents treated me as if I was, you know, hearing like my sister. There was never, you know, any immediate distinguishing, you know, component between the two of us. It was the way we treat her is the way we treat you. And to me, that was probably the most valuable thing they could have done, because it's helped me to assimilate and be a part of the hearing world. And I was mainstream, so I did not rely on sign language. I relied on spoken word and lip reading, and that meant a lot of, you know, sitting up in the front of the classroom so I could see my teachers. And my parents, because it was not something they were well versed in, they just always encouraged me to try the SoundField system, try the microphone, try new hearing aids, you know, anything that might help me, whether that was a note taker or, you know, back to the placement of where I sat in class. They, you know, always encouraged me to do what I felt was needed, and they would throw out ideas and encourage me to pursue those ideas until I felt they were either beneficial or not, but they never pushed me one direction or another. And so I think that really helped me to become very independent and not reliant on them, but also having the support of knowing that if I needed something, they were willing to help me get to that point. And they are actually the reason I have the Esteem implant on my left side, because my parents were listening to some radio show and happened to hear about it. And so, you know, even though we didn't have the same level of communication from one person to another, their, you know, consistent, I guess, presence to listen to me and to be, you know, looking out for my best interest was the best thing I could have ever asked for. And because my sister is hearing, there was never a sense of like special treatment or anything like that, and that's the way I would have wanted it. And so I know that helped shape me into where I'm at now and the challenges that I face. And my parents and my sister, my entire family, never discredited me for anything, never told me I wasn't able to do something I didn't want to, you know, do something that I didn't want to do, or, you know, pushing me to do something because they felt like I needed to do it. And they never wrote off my hearing loss as a disability or something that kept me from doing something. And that ultimately, you know, made me stronger and pushed me to be more disciplined and less, you know, reliant on other things. And so I think that given the fact that I was the first in the family to undergo, I guess, the hearing loss, if you want to say that phrase, but I think that my entire family has handled everything so well, and I'm so grateful for the support and the encouragement I received along the way to get me to this point where I'm at today. And they've, consistently been teaching me, and similarly, they always remind me that I'm teaching them. And so it's been very much a two-way street, and I am not sure things would go that way as much if I were raised in a household full of deaf people. And so, every experience is different for every deaf and hard of hearing person. And I think that's part of what makes us such a unique group, is because everybody's upbringing, everybody's approach to communications and interactions are very different. And I know for me, growing up in a hearing family, at times I wish that I had people that can understand me and connect with me in understanding to the very literal term of what it means to not be able to hear something. But I also know that they have done everything that they can, and they continue to push me and encourage me to be the best version of myself that I can be. And I think that speaks volumes to what it means to be able to have people around you that want to give you the best opportunity that they can. So thanks for listening, and I'll check in soon. Bye.